'Twas the night before Christmas when all through the house not a creature was stirring, except for Elon Musk, who was on Twitter crashing the fuck out. We got some big drama happening in MAGA world right now, and I have to cover it because it's so damn juicy. So what ended up sparking the drama was that Trump appointed this guy as his senior policy advisor for AI. Now, as some of you may have guessed, this did not really go well with a big chunk of the MAGA base who believes that, how do I say this? If it ain't white, it ain't right. Mr. Krishnan here in the past has stated that he wants more high-skilled immigration. Noted right-wing pundit Laura Loomer in particular expressed her distaste of this on Twitter. And that's when the Doge boys themselves, Vivek and Elon, came in and said that they supported high-skilled immigration, and that is when the fucking bombs dropped. If you guys know anything about MAGA, it's very clear that they don't like damn immigrants because they took their jobs. They don't want any kind of immigration of any kind of worker, whether they be low-skilled, middle-skilled, or high-skilled. And let me tell you, when I say that Elon and Vivek showed their whole asses, believe me, when I say that their cheeks are flapping in the wind right now for high-skilled immigration. Elon and Vivek went on Twitter and basically said that Americans and American culture in general is garbage, that we're lazy, that we're stupid, too stupid to be trained, and that's why we need this high-skilled immigration from other places in order to compete with the rest of the world, because again, the Americans that we have now in this country are too retarded. Well, actually, they didn't call Americans that. No, they didn't use that word. Instead, Elon called them subtards. Vivek actually went on to judge Americans for watching reruns of Friends and venerating the protagonists of sitcoms like Boy Meets World and Saved by the Bell and Family Matters. And I gotta tell you, that is a complex only therapy can solve. Please go get some, sir. I think you really need it. Also, to come to the defense of my man Steve Urkel, I just want to let you know, Vivek, that America did not hate Steve Urkel because he was a nerd. They loved him because he was a nerd. He wasn't even the main fucking part of the main cast of Family Matters. He was a side character, and America found him so entertaining, he became the show's breakout character, and then eventually he became the main character. And they love the fact that he's geeky, and they love the fact that he can turn into Stefan whenever he wants because he's smart. You're fucking... Vivek Ramaswamy is a fucking moron. Well, at least Vivek had the sense to log off of Twitter after absolutely humiliating himself. Elon, on the other hand, decided to swerve and drift and hit every single barricade and crash all the way out on Twitter. First, he called everybody that disagreed with him subtards. Remember that? And then accounts on Twitter started ratioing his ass. Look at the likes here and look at the likes there. And then Elon started making those accounts go poof, disappear. And then Elon started lashing out because he's an authoritarian and he doesn't like when people disagree with him. And then guess what? He made all of the accounts he lashed out at go poof, disappear. You know, Elon is a businessman, but I do think he's a great magician because he's just so good at making these Twitter accounts go poof, disappear. Seriously. And these are right-wing accounts. These are accounts that fucked with Elon, but once they had that one disagreement, you're out of here. What happened, Elon? I thought you were a free speech warrior. I thought you were all for the First Amendment. But I think the only speech that you're for is the speech that you agree with. The speech that serves your purposes and your aims. Come on, Elon. I thought you were this First Amendment god, but turns out you're just a fucking fraud. Elon and his meltdown on Twitter really exposed himself, and it's embarrassing. It's really embarrassing for him on multiple fronts. For example, this is Adrian Dittman. This is allegedly Elon Musk's burner account on Twitter. During Elon's tirade, Adrian Dittman held a conversation on Twitter And this is what he said.
Some elements of the extreme legacy MAGA movement will have to deal with it as well. Because that's how it is. And don't hate the fucking big tech bros. Because out of all of them, Elon is the only one that's giving all of these crackheads a fucking voice. I want you to try and pull that shit on fucking Facebook and see how long you last. You ungrateful motherfuckers, seriously. You keep crying censorship this, censorship that. You're not censored, your takes just suck. Get over it, and get over yourselves. Honestly. I'm not an enemy of anyone, but if you hate me for saying this, so fucking be it. I don't care. I'm part of what's new. You get to make that choice yourself. Do better. Anyways, thank you all for coming today.
Damn, if that's not Elon Musk, then I don't know who it is. Also, it's not censorship, your takes just suck. This guy's a free speech warrior. My son, Little X, loves clinging precariously to my back and yelling, "Monkey rides!" Adrian Dittman. You're an amazing father, Elon. Your kids are lucky to have you. I'm so glad Adrian Dittman isn't Elon Musk, because if he was, that would be very embarrassing. Elon's not budging on this high-skilled immigration issue, and he's ready to go to war, as you can see here in this tweet. You see that, MAGA? He don't give a fuck about you. He wants all of those high-skilled immigrants, especially all those people with the H-1B visas. What's an H-1B visa, you may ask? Well, it's a non-immigrant visa that allows U.S. employers to temporarily employ foreign workers in specialty occupations. People like Elon Musk, tech bros like Elon Musk, rely on this H-1B visa to get high-skilled immigration because if you're a foreign worker and you come to the United States with an H-1B visa, you're basically an indentured servant. People with H-1B visas are often exploited. They're not paid the wages that they should be paid a lot of the times. And if they lose their jobs, they get deported back to the country they're from because they lose their H-1B visa because that H-1B visa is tied to their work. If you're an H-1B visa worker, a lot of the times your boss has you by the balls. That's why billionaire robber barons like Elon and Vivek love the H-1B visa, because it's a way to get cheap, high-skilled labor and to also have people who will be under your thumb and who you can control almost outright. But in the end, it doesn't matter what Vivek or Elon wants. All that matters is what the big guy thinks. And the big guy, old Donnie himself, is with Elon. He loves the H-1B visa, apparently. And it doesn't surprise me one bit. Elon basically bought the presidency for $250 million. Goddamn. And we all know who Trump answers to. He doesn't answer to the American people. He answers to his donors. Do you all remember when Trump was against H-1B visas? Do you guys remember that? Because Trump doesn't. MAGA, I just want to let you guys know, y'all have been duped. This is the second time you guys have been duped. And if there's any lesson I want you guys to learn, is that you should not trust billionaires. You shouldn't trust billionaire Elon. You shouldn't trust billionaire Vivek. You shouldn't trust billionaire Trump. These people, these billionaires, they're not people. They're not regular people like you and me. They're literal demons that have crawled out of the pits of hell, that are greedy and power hungry and see you and me as pawns, tools, things that they can use to get what they want. Don't trust these grifters. So, I guess it's cool to know who the actual president is. All hail President Musk. And MAGA, I got one final question for you guys. Do you guys like the taste of urine? Because Trump and the tech bros are pissing all over your faces right now. Are you guys gonna take it? Or are you gonna give them what for? I'm rooting for you.